In today's video, we're going to talk about the new makeup trend or the new makeup releases that pretty much most major brands have released this year, and those are skin tints. And I just want to talk about what they are and whether or not I think that you need them. And so let's go ahead and get started. Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique, where we cover all things beauty and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. So I'm going to talk about some of the newest skin tint releases that I've purchased over the last couple of months. Now, some of you may ask, and I've been asked this before in the comment section, what is a skin tint? And that's where it gets kind of confusing because there is no real definition or consensus on what a skin tint is. So unlike a medium or a full coverage foundation, you kind of, know what to expect. Skin tints come in all different formulations. There are some that are serum skin tints, which basically feel like you're just rubbing in your skincare and then it leaves just a light amount of pigment on your face. Some have sunscreen, some are cream-based, and some are in that more traditional foundation formulation. One thing that I haven't seen, and it's interesting because I think the amount of coverage is the most equivalent to, are skin tints that are like tinted moisturizers. Because I feel like skin tints provide the same amount of coverage of most tinted moisturizers. Now, there are some heavier full coverage tinted moisturizers, but in general, or like my tinted sunscreen, it's just a real small amount of pigment added to the product that kind of just evens out things just a little bit. But in that case, you feel like it's more for the sunscreen than the tint. You're using it more for the sunscreen than for the coverage. But there are so many different formulations of these skin tints, and overall, I feel like most of them have very light coverage. So, who can benefit from a skin tint? I think if you keep your face out of the sun and your neck and your body has gotten a little bit of color and you need your face to match, but overall you don't have hyperpigmentation or anything like that you're trying to cover up, a skin tint would be a perfect solution. I think that Maybelline Superstay is a really good skin tint that can just blend the color from your face to match your neck, and that's what I'm wearing on this side. But you can see my hyperpigmentation. So actually, my hyperpigmentation is darker. I wonder. Like, here's my birthmark. My birthmark is lighter, so I wonder if this spot is actually my hyperpigmentation. Anyways, but I can see easily, the difference in the hyperpigmentation through the skin tint. So what it has done is just darken overall the color of my face, because this one is in 322 and this shade is a little dark for me. Now on this side, I have the Hourglass Veil Skin Tint, hydrating skin tint, and this one is more like a typical liquid foundation in consistency. It is also, though, very sheer. It feels a little bit more like a typical lightweight foundation on my face. It feels really good. I've actually had this for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, and I really have been enjoying this, and I've actually been bringing this with me to travel. It builds up a little bit more than some of the other ones, and I've also been testing out, and I do like this one. This is the Glossier stretch. Is it called a skin tint or is it called a foundation? Oh, this one is a fluid foundation, but it feels like a skin tint. It's a light to medium coverage. I do like this one. I thought I forgot to buy it last week when I did this Sephora haul with Kat, but it was in the car. My bag had fallen over and it was in the car. I feel like the stretch is very similar to the Hourglass. So it just feels like you're doing more and you can build it up just a little bit versus one of the serum, very sheer skin tints. So it is really pretty. You get a ton of product. I was using just one pump and it was way too much product. I mean, you only need half a pump, and my shade in the Glossier is medium tan 2, and I think it's a really good match. And I really have been enjoying the Glossier Stretch Foundation. Okay, the other one I got was the Born This Way Healthy Glow SPF 30 Moisturizing Skin Tint. This is very liquid, very watery. This is the only one, I think, that has SPF in it. And it has a watermelon, apple, and hyaluronic acid. Again, it goes on nice, pretty sheer. I still can see all my hyperpigmentation through it. Feels lightweight. If I need an SPF, this is one that, I will reach for using it up as an SPF. But I can't say that it's one that I would reach for if I wanted to do a fuller face of makeup because I'm going out to dinner or something like that, and I actually want to look like I have makeup on. So sometimes some people don't ever want to look like they have makeup on, but some people like the way they look in makeup and actually want to, show that they have makeup and that their makeup is just well applied and it's just accentuates their natural beauty. And I don't feel that this product will give you enough coverage to even things out. I think for me, I need a light medium to a medium coverage foundation. Of course, I have a bajillion of those that I love. Okay, the last skin tint that I tested out, and you might have seen me use it last week with my video from Kat, and that is the Easy, it is Easy, Easy Drop Stick Foundation. This is very sheer. It is buildable, and you have to set it because it is a cream foundation. But it does have less pigment. I mean, if I compare it to my Tom Ford stick foundation or even my Lancome stick foundation, again, it's super sheer. So part of me is like, well, why would I even use it? It's so sheer. I can see all my hyperpigmentation through it. I could just use a tinted sunscreen and get kind of the same look. Whereas if I use my Lancome 5-in-1 foundation, it actually really evens out, my heavier hyperpigmentation, so that there's a reason that I would reach for it. Yeah, that's kind of where I am about these tinted moisturizers. I don't know. Let me know what you think about these skin tints. I said tinted moisturizer. I meant skin tints. I still haven't figured out where they fit. Why wouldn't you just use a tinted moisturizer? Then you're getting your skin, more skin care with just a little tint. I kind of feel like my Trinity London BFF serum and things like that provided similar amount of coverage, or my Dermatology Universal Tinted Moisturizer looks very similar to this if I apply my makeup right on top of it. So I'm still not really positive where the skin tints should fit in unless you're trying to match your face to the rest of your body and you actually need, and you want a no makeup look, so you need a tint, to change the color of your face or the color of your complexion. So a couple of other things. I was using the L'Oreal Voluminous base eyelash primer. I loved it. I was thinking it was like the bee's knees, because it went on so well. And then I applied my mascara and it looks super long, super thick. Looks like I have a lash serum on, even though my lashes are still really thin and skinny. But then I applied, no, I don't know. I take that back. I was saying, well, then I just applied 2 coats of mascara, but it doesn't look as good. When I'm looking at it, yeah, it does not look as good. Okay, so I have been loving this lash base, and then you apply your mascara on top of it. It kind of prevents your mascara, not kind of, it prevents your mascara from flaking and smearing. So I was using it with the Jones Road, which is supposed to be their, I don't know, TikTok viral mascara. And I found I was getting little flakes of it by the end of the day under my eye. And I don't when I'm using it with the lash primer. So I feel like I should use this primer and start testing out some of the other mascaras that I kind of set aside because they either smear, I get like kind of a black, smudge under my eyes, or I get little black flakes. I should test it out with this primer. Loving this L'Oreal lash base. And then just to talk about what I put on my face, I have been using my Makeup by Mario Master Mattes. I did see someone compare this to the Patrick Ta, their new matte palette, and for the first 12 shades, exact same color match. And then I think the Patrick Ta might have 4 more shades. The formulation is a little bit different according to the review I saw, which I wish I remembered who was reviewing it. The Patrick Ta was a little bit creamier, a little softer, a little more buttery. But these, I've been using this palette for 2 years, and I love this palette. I love how it goes on. I love the shades. They have a matte shade for all skin tones in here. I love to use these darker ones as eyeliner, and they last, a long, long time. So I've been really happy with the Master Mattes, and it is $20 cheaper than the Patrick Ta. Also, I just kind of did a topper with the Jones Road. They call this the Best Eyeshadow, and this is in Rose Gold. And I just tapped it on the center, blended it towards the inner corner with my fingers. This is a little bit glitterier than what I normally would use during the daytime. It was sitting here on my makeup table, and I've been using it all week, and I've been really enjoying it. And then on my cheeks, I've been using the Huda Beauty, their Cheeky Tint in Batty Berry. Loving this. I've been sweeping the Charlotte Tilbury bronzing powder. My shade is 3 in Tan. I can't travel with this. This is the original bronzing powder that she came out with that was a powder before she came out with the cream. But mine, it is not broken in a million pieces, but is definitely broken. I've got the little cracks going through it, so I have to only use it at home. And then I just kind of brushed it over here to give a little sun-kissed look. And then I have been spraying, and all these skin tints that I've used, I've been spraying the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting spray over. My makeup has been lasting all day with this setting spray. And sometimes I feel like the skin tint may fade a little bit, but I still have blush on all day. Yeah, it's just been working really, really well. So I'm loving using the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. But overall, in summary, as far as the skin tint, I'm not sure. If your skin looks so good that you barely need any coverage, you probably don't need any coverage. So maybe just use a lighted tinted moisturizer, your regular skincare, your regular sunscreen that just has just a little bit of color. But unless you're trying to match the rest of your body, I'm really not seeing the point of a skin tint. I feel like the next step would be a light, medium to medium coverage foundation to actually do something on your skin. Anyways, let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And I didn't even address concealer and how concealer works with these skin tints and everything like that. Again, a lot of times I'll just wear concealer alone and kind of dot it on my hyperpigmentation. And I think like that would be done. So if you like to have something on your face, but look like you have nothing on your face, then you might want a skin tint. Okay, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you guys being here, and thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.